Well, welcome to Weather Impact Now. I'm your host, meteorologist Kit Thomas here. Trevor has the night off. We'll be joined by meteorologist Daniel McDonald in just a little bit. But we've got another round of storms on the way this week, just in time for Election Day, of course. But hopefully the polls will remain dry as we get into the afternoon and evening. It looks mostly rain-free. That said, we could see some morning storms and another round of severe weather after dark. So let's dive into the forecast now and take a look at downtown Memphis this evening, as today's a nice and sunny day out there as we look outside this evening, and a lot of blue sky right now. Not a whole lot going on. Everything's been nice and warm out there. We're probably going to keep up with this for the overnight as we start to see, keep up with that warm air, that is, as we head overnight and into tomorrow morning as well. So overall, things staying fairly calm for now, but it's going to be a little more rowdy as we head into tomorrow morning and tomorrow overnight as well. Taking a look outside in East Memphis right now, everything's nice and sunny. As we look at the current conditions, it's around 77 degrees here in Memphis, 46 as the dew point. So it's dry, but not terribly dry. We'll likely see the dew point ticking back up over the next couple of days here as we start to bring in moisture for the chance for those thunderstorms. Around the region, our temperatures are mostly in the 70s. We had a lot of 80s out there this afternoon, though. The high temperature this afternoon was 80 degrees, so it was a nice and pleasant afternoon, a little bit warmer than the last couple of days have been. You know, this weekend was absolutely gorgeous. Of course, if you're out at River Beach, it was a great evening out there all 3 nights. It's rare that we don't have any rain on River Beach Music Festival. But 77 here in Memphis right now. It's 78 down in Tunica. Clarksdale just ticked out of the 80s, so you're now at 79 degrees, and 75 out towards Oxford. Now, I mentioned the dew point was around the 40s. That brings our relative humidity into the 30s around the area, so a pretty dry afternoon, but not terribly dry, not really much of an issue for any fire concerns, so that's some good news for us there. As we look at the next weather impact, though, it's going to be that next chance for some severe thunderstorms coming in on our Tuesday. Now, of course, Tuesday is Election Day, so we're keeping that in mind. It looks like if you're headed out early in the morning or through the late morning hours, that's when we'll have sort of our first round of rain. It's just going to be some showers. I really don't think we're going to see anything severe at that time, but we may still have some rumbles of thunder out there, so keep that in mind. If you're going out to the polls tomorrow, try for the afternoon. It's going to be a little more clear during that time. We will see another round of severe weather, though, as a cold front pushes into the area. And that'll be probably after dark, so keep that in mind. Of course, you can watch us here tomorrow evening. We will be covering it as it's coming in. We've got another round of storms on Wednesday. It's pretty much the same system. That cold front slowly moving through our area will bring us another chance for those thunderstorms. So here's a look at when we've got the weather impact alerts for the next couple of days. Tomorrow night really is the main impact. Tomorrow morning, not going to be much of an impact aside from a little bit of wet roads, so keep that in mind. But Wednesday, we'll see maybe south of I-40, the more impact. North of I-40, you should be done with severe weather by Wednesday afternoon, so you really aren't included within that. But south of I-40 is where we've got that impact next. So taking a look at the timing on this, it's going to be probably tomorrow around 8 to 9 o'clock or so coming through the area with that cold front, and then pushing through into the overnight, and then as well into Wednesday too. So we're keeping that as sort of the front of the mind there, as we could see all severe hazards. We're talking about large hail, damaging winds. I think the winds are going to be the primary threat, but we could still see some tornadoes in there as well. It's on the minimal end of the scale, but it's still possible. Can't be ruled out. We're going to have some spin in the atmosphere. So make sure you've got multiple ways to get warnings. Of course, watching us right here on 24 Plus and on air. Having the ABC24 app on your phone is another good way to keep those warnings. And if you have a weather radio, a NOAA weather radio, make sure that that is programmed to your county to get those alerts and have that alarm turned on so that it can alert you when a warning is issued. Looking through the forecast now, we'll likely see clouds increasing overnight tonight. By around 5 a.m., we see some of those showers across northeastern parts of Arkansas. That'll be moving into the Memphis area probably after the commute time frame, so keep that in mind. It might be a bit of a rainy start to the day tomorrow, but then as we get to midday, the showers begin to break apart. We'll see maybe a few isolated sprinkles here and there just to keeping the clouds around, but as we warm up in the afternoon, there may be a couple breaks in the clouds, especially farther south, so that's going to help destabilize the atmosphere as the cold front pushes in. those thunderstorms could push out ahead of the front and really tap into all of that energy that's going to be coming in from just the heat of the day coming through the area. So we see around 9 o'clock a pretty intense thunderstorm on the model. Now, it's putting it right over DeSoto County, but it's going to be just somewhere in the vicinity of the Mid-South. Models, you always have to take them sort of with a grain of salt on their placement and a little bit on their timing, giving a bit of leeway east to west, north, south, and an hour or two either side of that. It looks like the timing is after dark, though, for most of the area. Things may quiet down a little bit past midnight, so we may still have that front pushing through with some rain showers, but by tomorrow, or by Wednesday morning, I should say, we'll have another round of some showers sparking off right along that cold front. It could have a few rounds of rain across northern Mississippi, southeastern Arkansas through Wednesday evening. By Thursday, things begin to clear up. We'll have more of a north wind coming in, so it will be much cooler on our Wednesday's time frame. Rainfall totals could be pretty intense if we get overlapping rain showers, especially there across northern Mississippi. We may be looking at a chance for some flash flooding as we see 4 to 6 inches of rain around Holly Springs there. So that could bring some flash flooding threats again, and maybe around 2 to 4 here in Memphis. We got about 3.5 inches last week just in one day, so we may have another chance for some flash flooding. So here's that severe weather threat for our Tuesday, and then for our Wednesday, it begins to slide off to the south a little bit more. We will still have the chance for an isolated severe here in the Memphis area as well. So looking at the storm threat breakdown, I think the wind threat is going to be our primary threat with these storms. We can't rule out a tornado. There's still a 2% risk for it here in Memphis, but it is on the minimal side of the scale, so that's good news for us. Large hail, flooding, also low threats, but still threats that we've got to keep that in mind. So as you are planning for the next couple of days, make sure that you're staying informed. Watching us right here on ABC24 is a great way to stay informed. We'll keep updating the forecast over the next 18 hours or so before it really gets started. Make sure that you have a way to get alerts. Of course, you can download our app on your phone. You can get that in the App Store and on Google Play. Make sure you're prepared, not scared. Just keep watching us. We'll keep you through that forecast, keep you updated. In the meantime, tonight, we're looking at those temperatures dropping down only into the low 60s. We're staying pretty warm with the clouds coming in and that south wind pushing in as well. Winds around 15 to 20 miles per hour. That also keeps the atmosphere mixed, keeps the radiating heat mixed down to the surface, so we stay a little bit warmer. And then, of course, the clouds act sort of as a thermal blanket for us. We may have some showers by around daybreak, so that's the showers late time frame there. Through the day tomorrow, rain chances go down pretty quickly into the afternoon. We'll warm up into the low 70s to mid 70s for our highs around the area, and then the rain chances start to tick back up once we get past sunset tomorrow evening. So we could have those temperatures a little bit warmer to the south. Remember, we were looking at some of the breaks in the clouds to our south. That may allow just a little more heating. So Clarksdale may be getting up to around 79 degrees, same for Tunica. But off to the north, a little bit cooler there for Dyersburg. You'll be getting that cold front a little bit earlier than here in Memphis. Looking at your 7-day forecast, overall, things are staying pretty quiet after this round of rain comes through. So overall, this is sort of our only shot that we have for the rest of this week. Then by the weekend, early next week, we get another round of rain. So we're sort of in this pattern of a cold front coming in with rain, with thunderstorms, knocking our temperatures back. That's what we had for this past weekend when we had the nice weather for River Beat, and then we warmed up today. That's sort of going to be what we see after this round of rain and thunderstorms. We will be cooler on Wednesday because the cold front will already be through Memphis, and it may be slightly warmer to the south, maybe some low 70s around the Clarksdale to Oxford region. And then Thursday, we stay cool. We're still cloudy behind that front, and then we'll start to warm things up once the sun comes back out on our Friday afternoon. Then that Saturday and Sunday, temperatures start to warm back up into the 80s, and we'll start things all over again with another round of some thunderstorms around the area. We're going to bring more details on that severe outlook that we've got for tomorrow coming up in the full breakdown of the severe. Plus, we're looking at a chance for some flooding in there as well. We'll take a look at that and still more ahead on ABC24 Weather Impact Now. Right now, you're taking a look over downtown from our Midtown camera. The sun's starting to get low. We'll be right back after this.